tournaments in the online portion of that. Very much earned the position.
By the way, can I just interrupt for a second to say just how sick this stage is?
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
This stage is too cool,
Come
man.
on now.
Shout outs to production for making that work. But we've been saying about how difficult it can be to prepare for SonicFox. We know the reigning, technically, Final Kombat champion, MK11, did have one offline Final Kombat, and that was won by SonicFox back in 2019.
The Joker.
But we mustn't focus too much on SonicFox here, because FaysalKombat plays a number of different characters. We've seen, from launch to now, we have seen shades of like Baraka, recently things like Peacemaker, just miscellaneous teams here and there. But the main team we've seen more than anything else, for sure, is Kitana Chameleon. I don't think you can prepare for that team unless you've played against Faysal's Kitana Chameleon. This team makes Kitana play unlike anything else in the game.
And I've
so
always
scary.
believed, genuinely, I've always believed that Kitana is the most underrated character in the game right now. She has many, many strengths, but not the kind of playstyle that everyone can enforce to the highest effect. And Faysal definitely one of them.
This team is cheap, but it looks like SonicFox is going with the Johnny Cage. Now, Fox has been saying quite a lot going into Final Kombat to expect a lot of the Johnny Chameleon, so we're seeing it for the first time here, but let's get it.
Let's not forget the Johnny Cage Chameleon. This was the team that Nicolas used to win Combo Breaker and defeated SonicFox with this very team. So a little bit of inspiration there, perhaps. Who knows? I know Fox was one of the early Chameleon believers back when the cameo first released. Now, there's the armored reversal immediately. Doesn't quite get the pickup. The fan lift unlocks a lot, actually. Who knew? The Kitana assist helps Kitana a lot. Big surprise there.
We'll be seeing a lot of this if Faysal plays this team quite a lot today. Because this team, I know we see a lot of Chameleon in general, but trust me when I say this opens up tons of options for Kitana. Big damage, combo paths you never normally get, scary neutral, guaranteed throw scenarios, so much more.
The Johnny Cage is going to be a matchup that Faysal is extremely familiar with, extremely common character in the European online world. No doubt played against Kanamani constantly, and other Johnny Cages, of course. There's that combo break. SonicFox down on life, but with Fatal Blow, and Chameleon almost fully locked and loaded.
Ooh.
There we go. Johnny Cage jump 3. Hard to anti-air.
But Faysal going for a down 2 anti-air instead of the standing 2, which is normally the far superior anti-air for Kitana.
Kitana isn't available, so no combo off that throw. But we are entering chip damage territory.
Oh my goodness, that caught Shadow Kick! Stabbed him on the bottom of his expensive shoes. Sorry, Johnny. But a good round for Faysal. We already saw 3 armored attempts there, because when you've got that Kitana behind, true armored launch, Nez confirm. Oh no, another drop Faysal.
There was a head shake there from Faysal. I'm not sure that fan lift was intentional, or if it was just sadly mistimed. The advance, there's the knowledge. Now that airborne fan getting interrupted, that's a common thing with characters with advancing buttons, and Fox, wise to it now.
Big plus frames. Oh, the counter hit on the glaive too. Seeing how crucial combo execution can be. This all starting off the back of an unfortunate error from FaysalKombat. Sorry, Fox. Another armored opportunity. Combo from Melina as well. That's 2 out of the 3 disguises give armored launch. For
The
Kitana.
low! You surely have to combo break. That would have been Fatal Blow into GG's Fox. The last lifeline.
Oh my goodness, that was cheeky.
Oh, down 1.
If SonicFox picked up off of that kick into glaive, that'd have been crazy.
I have never seen that exchange before. Wow! Starting off strong with a shadow kick. There was no fan lift to make that safe. That was a pure read. Chase down.
Not a huge punish, but they will add up.
Immediately anti-aired, so now backs off instead. A little bit safer interruption. Melina is going to extend this now. Kitana. Decent damage and a knockdown. Range advantage. The close range wind bomb. A little bit of a zoning tool.
You have to watch out going for armored shadow kicks through it, because if Faysal throws it behind, it's going to be good damage. Oh, missed the combo again. Faysal's execution. Now, this is a tricky team to play for sure, but we're seeing how much would you leave on the table when it comes to combo drops, especially for a team like this. So crucial with SonicFox. Cleans things up here, keeps the corner.
Wake up button. The fan left to escape. There's the airborne fan. Chase down once again. That shadow kick has been such a good tool for that fan lift. The counter hit. Faysal will try to press buttons. Now we are entering last breath territory. Interruption and game 1. Now we've actually gone straight into character select. So I wonder what the choice is going to be. Faysal plays Kitana, but also plays Peacemaker.
Kitana Chameleon.
No, going back in with the team again, but for me, this looks like more of just building some time, taking a bit of a moment, because Faysal has played a tremendous amount of this team, but it is a very hard team to play at a high level, execution-wise. And Faysal getting a lot of opportunities here, but missing the execution, and just the damage, the knockdown situation after it.
Well, we saw it in the introduction video for Group A. Faysal himself mentioned that he's pretty nervous going into this. Faysal, he is a high-level player, top level, but he has never been in this kind of situation, an invited finals scenario. It's totally new to him. The escape, the fan lift, does let you escape those combos and those hits. If the opponent attacks, you get hit, but the fan lift is active, it does interrupt. Johnny Cage has a projectile of his own. There's the glaive.
Okay. So much to look for in the neutral against Katana Chameleon. So many projectiles to be prepared for.
Now, one thing you'll notice, Fox almost never spends meter on combos because the combo breaker is so much more important in this game.
But also armor as well, like being able to react with armor.
Letting the whole thing go here. Back-to-back down one. There's the big jump kick.
Combo.
You have to break that one now. Now fully locked. Chameleon! Oh, where are you going?
The miss! Did that miss because of the way that Katana lifted her out of there?
Yep, it was 2-1-2 into roll, into fan lift, into I don't know what combo this is.
A strange exchange, but Faysal coming off on the better side of it. Another drop from SonicFox.
Some of these fan lift combos can be a little bit tricky. I mean, the pros make it look easy because they do it so many times, but especially someone like Katana, for example.
I love the positioning from Faysal. Even though Faysal is getting chased down with a number of these shadow kicks, it's still preferable to the full combos you eat otherwise, and Fox forced to break again.
Shadow kick.
Oh, the counter hit. Yep, beat that landing recovery. We've got some damage coming in here. No, another drop from Faysal. Has to lose the positioning and spend meter just to not get punished.
Faysal is having a real issue with execution, but he's going to know it better than anyone else. Problem is, I mean, you're against SonicFox, right? You got to play that A game or you're in trouble. Whip punish! Unusual there, the fan lift.
Not to sound like a broken record, but we really are seeing it. The more it happens, the more its execution is being a problem. But if Faysal can win this game on the back of these errors, that is going to be a real kind of like breath of fresh air, right? Like, okay, well, making those mistakes, but can still get the win. On the flip side, making those mistakes and losing games you otherwise should have won, oh, it's a hard pill to swallow.
Absolutely, especially with how many of those hits that would have resulted in so much damage. Katana Chameleon, especially in the corner, for example, hits like a truck. Now, here we go. Armored reversal, 230 damage, not too shabby. Wake up, interrupt. The grab is just going to completely whiff there, and SonicFox taking full advantage of the situation. The return!
Oh, combo on the way back. Decent pickup from Faysal. Respectable damage. Yeah, reaction.
Yeah, those wind bombs, you're not really going to get away with those as Johnny Cage. Shadow kick, far too quick. The respect. Faysal does not want to be the one to initiate first. That reaction, lightning fast. Too far away.
No, but neither did that.
The reversal again, but a bit too weird jump kick that. Weird jump kick that. It has been spaghetti all over the floor.
Oh, but again, I really do not want to repeat myself over and over again, but it is the thorn in the side that just will not be removed. So many of these instances, Faysal is in a round or straight up game-winning situation and just cannot close it out. But Faysal will know that. You know, Faysal will be the first player to be aware of that, but easier said than done dealing with it in the heat of the moment.
Problem is, we are round robin. Everyone fights everyone, right? So those wins, every single one counts. The losses, they count too. And if you're losing matches due to execution alone, frustrating way for things to unfold the later this group goes on. There's the 1-1. We'll confirm that though, because with Melina ready, SonicFox just cashing out, taking the damage. Try to whiff punish there, just a little bit too far away. Another reaction, no glaive allowed.
I've seen more shadow kicks from SonicFox in this set than many players have thrown in the entirety of this game. But it's such a good tool. That instant reaction move, it goes so far, so fast.
Another one.
Yep.
Hype has activated the read immediately, though, from Faysal. Katana combos, they take quite a while, and it's going to waste almost the entirety of hype mode just from one.
Again! Fool me once, fool me twice, etc.
You can't see the player cams right now, but I can. Both players laughed the moment that second shadow kick whiffed. However, SonicFox looking to make a comeback here. We are going to spend a little bit more of that Chameleon for extra damage. The escape attempt is right from Faysal, throwing you right back into the corner, however, and this comeback just became, wow! That was so bold. Uh-oh, hang on.
It's the fact that every one of these shadow kicks is connecting as well that just keeps you feeling like, what can you do about it? Oh, the glaives too.
Again!
Another one! Oh! And that's a classic MK1 finish right there. Finish match with an uppercut. And a 3-0 for SonicFox. Once for Tekken Master and now for Fox as well. A perfect start if you're looking to get through these group stages.
Fox was playing pretty much rock solid, and we really have to point out from Faysal, execution was not on his side in that series. If you're going to be dropping combos that magnitude, you're losing so much damage, so much setup, so much possibilities to send the opponent full screen and get a little bit more range to work with. Faysal's going to know that better than anybody, but if you're going to have those execution errors and you get it in the first series of the day, all you can really hope for is that you can tighten things up as this day unfolds.
A lot of these replays, I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of what we expected, to be honest. SonicFox just playing clean, playing a very reactionary game. Whenever Faysal was looking to go into Jade Glaive off of strings that it's, you know, there is a gap you can punish. We were seeing it in the neutral, anything that you can react with, and in some cases just letting it fly because it just kept hitting. Because it's such a good move of just keeping you stuck in place. And remember, when you see Shadow Kick used like that, sometimes it's easy to forget that it is very punishable on block. You know, if that move is blocked, unless you've got the right kind of katana mode, you are taking tons of damage for doing so. But if it never gets blocked, you'll never see it. And SonicFox, really good at just pouncing on an opponent's weakness. And that's what we saw there, 3-0.
So you can probably see behind us right now, I used the wrong thumb, that one's probably much better, I'll remember that, so I look even more professional later. Our third matchup is